Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect 2, the HD playthrough with the texture mod installed. So hopefully you got a good feel for how the textures looked in the very beginning of the last episode. They are installed in this one, as you can see by looking at her informal wear. I did crank up the lighting just a little bit because I do think that it was a little bit too dark. But I think that's kind of how this game always was. It was just always a little darker. But looking at the hexagons on Miranda's outfit, you can definitely see the difference, especially in the conversations is where they really focused in on them. So,
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
she definitely looks genetically enhanced. Anyway, let's see. Who haven't we spoke to? Okay, so Miranda, main battery. Okay, so we've got everybody here. Head down to engineering, and then we will hit our first mission, going towards Mr. Solis.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes
that's kinda
facilities
neat.
to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This
It
ship
did
is
need a shuttle.
match to the previous Unity. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Yeah, we definitely needed a shuttle in the last one, because the alternative was the Mako. Okay, I'm gonna stop trashing the Mako. I'm so sorry. It's just that thing was such a pain in the butt. Sometimes there was stuff that you click on down here, but I guess not. This would be a good makeout spot, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's hit engineering. Let's talk to some nerds. Anything in here? Whoa, this thing is wicked. Sweet. It looks like that from the movie Sphere, except that thing would be swirling around.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engine.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bag. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Good stuff.
I'm amazed Shipper came down to see us.
I told you she would.
Aww. So, see, we're just being so Paragon-y. Alright, let's head to the bridge. Let's go get shit done. Okay, and I did...
No messages for you, Commander.
Yeah, no messages, because I cleared them out while you bitches weren't looking. Yes. Okay, check out that map. Tell me that's not enhanced. Holy jeez, that looks freaking awesome. Yeah, that looks freaking wicked. Okay, so we'll just... This is such a better interface. 40%, we'll just kind of scan everything, make sure that there's nothing. Basically, whenever you click on a planet, for those of you that haven't played this, which I can't imagine that any of you haven't, but so we went up to 60%. This is unexplored. We click on it. If ED says anomaly detected, then that means that there's something that we need to scan, which is way nice. So kind of like on the last Mass Effect, but it actually keeps track of what all places you discover. So we've explored 100% of the system, and all the planets are lit up with names. So here's Omega. You know what, before we go to Omega, let's screw it, let's go to Omega. Okay, I'll just kind of let you read this. Omega's got to be one of the best places on this game. Just a lot to do, and obviously there's some very interesting places to go. Yeah, anyway. Who should we take with us? Well, we'll take these two. Let's see, incinerate, disruptor ammo. Oh, that's right. To get, yeah, we have to get disruptor level 2 to get cryo. That's okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and get that. Might as well. It'll unlock cryo, and we should get him this because it does help them stay alive. And Miranda, same. Yeah, that does a ton. Plus, it, you know, the squad bonuses. So as you upgrade all those, it basically just hooks everybody up. There's two options here. We can use the arc projector. We're gonna keep that. We only have one of those guns, so that's kind of a no option. This game has gotten a lot more simple. M23 is better than the M22 for obvious reasons. So always make sure you go with the higher of the two. Oops. And Miranda. Okay, and there's only one of those. So they really dumbed it down. I mean, really dumbed it down.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Please.
Shut it.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement?
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Oh, that guy's awesome. Alright. Whoa. Warning, low power. Yeah, something's going on there. Oh, check that out. I mean, is this not the most awesome place ever? I mean, anyway. Okay. Let's see. These guys got anything to say? Hey, bro, what's up?
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Yeah. Okay, we'll run into him later. Let's go talk to Arya. Or should we do that? Yeah, let's talk to Arya just so these
let me in.
people don't be annoying.
Arya's expecting me.
Go on in.
This is a pretty cool club. They all got up.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Yeah, you don't want any of this, bud. I will f you up! Oh yeah. Check this out. I mean, this... I could be here like all day. Yeah. You work it, girl. Work that pole. Anyway. She's an important business. Alright. We got some brandy for the doctor. Should we get a little drunk before we go talk to Arya? I think we should. Give me a little... I love their hand gestures. Yeah, we should probably get a little wasted before we go talk to Carrie-Anne Moss. Because otherwise we're going to have a raging boner before we go and talk to her. Because we're going to think that, you know, we're going to keep seeing her as Trinity in the Matrix. And that outfit just blows it. So I can't remember how many drinks it takes before you kind of start walking funny, but let's see. We'll see if it's 2. I don't think it's 2. I think it's at least 3. Yep, it's at least 3.
You want to talk to Arya.
So whenever you've had too much to drink, you just kind of, the view kind of goes like this as you're walking. It's pretty funny, actually. Wow, she's got her own dancers up here. It's freaking awesome.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega? I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
That's like my rule. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I like it. Easy to remember. If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
So I think we have to actually talk to, now that I think of it, you have to talk to Arya before you can actually activate these missions, I think.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer? Mind your own damn business.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
All right. So I think what we'll do, just so we don't have to come back here.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside?
Yeah, we'll do this
You'll
part.
get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive. So, you're here to fight then?
I accidentally hit that. That was apparently the renegade option.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing, operations are compromised, Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many Merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah, Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all 3 bosses are overseeing the operation. Jarrett's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The Mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
You had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. We've lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a Merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Another life saved. So we did that because that door locks and we don't have to go back. And we got some sweet Paragon. So we got the first block already covered and a tiny bit of Renegade by accident. I cough cough assure you. So I think we're gonna watch her dance for just a minute while we think about what we're gonna do next. We're gonna hit Mordin Solus, not physically, because he would probably kill us on the next video. So I think you have to talk to Arya to kind of unlock everything. So we shouldn't have to come back here. We should be able to go and hit that shuttle, etc. And to go get Archangel and go down to the little alleyways to get where the doctor is. But we are going to get the doctor first, just so we can get into our tech stuff and get some upgrades. So I will we'll finish it here, and on the next video we will start our mission to go get the doctor and enlist him in our quest. So we'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks again for watching.